Hello and welcome to First Friday Lunch. Obviously, this is a recording because I'm actually out of town. So, I do have news to share, and that is I have decided to self publish my Regency series, The Widow, starting with book one, The Widow Spy. The reason I decided to do this is basically because my publisher dropped me. They canceled the contract, and so I didn't have like an option B. I'm not going to go ahead and go out into the world and try and find a traditional publisher for this. So I've already hired a editor, Sandra Suku. She's done Regency and Steampunk for Anne Renwick, and so I figured she was a good choice. So I figured I would go ahead and utilize her set of skills. I'm still looking for a cover designer. I'm doing some research, and I may wait until the edits are done to see if something critical changes before I go ahead and hire the cover designer. I already have a formatter in place. I use Scott with Other Worlds Inc. He's fabulous. If you're looking for a formatter, he does a fantastic job. So he'll be my formatter. And then I think my biggest questions now are going to be around marketing and whether I go to Kindle Unlimited or to Wide. And I'm still trying to decide those things. But that's kind of the news I have. And I will take you guys on this publishing journey with me, and we will see how it goes. It may go really well. It may be an epic fail, but I can't imagine it's any worse than anything else I've done. I've kind of pre-dipped my feet into these self-publishing waters just because I've handled the print options on my my steampunk series. So I've already got the Courtesan of Constantinople out, and that is Wide, which only made sense because the ebook is Wide with the publisher. And then I also helped format the Moorhead Friends group writing anthology. And while that went really well, I realized I didn't really want to do it for my own books. So I'm going to let Scott do that and take care of it. But I think that I will go ahead and maybe start some of these months going into it. We'll talk about, how I came about this conclusion really to go this route, because I could go back out into the traditional publishing world. There's nothing wrong with that, but I just feel like I needed to really just leap in. I've been learning so much anyway about self-publishing from people like six-figure authors, and then some of my friends are self-published, Maddie Barone, Vanya Rolt, and they seem to be doing fairly successful at it. So it was one of those things that I decided I should do it as well. I'm ready. And it's a little scary, but I know a lot of stuff too. So it's not going to be like I know nothing. Worst case scenario, I figure that I will probably pull it and then maybe give it to my current distributor just because maybe I can't do it. But I think that I could do it. I think I can do it. The book's done. I'm already part of the way through book two. That was the other thing. I was going to wait on finishing book two until I got the edits back for book one, because I didn't want that to be problematic, I guess, and if there was a major plot change or something. So basically, I should get that book back around, the edits back around end of July probably. So that should set me on track to go ahead and finish book two before the end of the summer. And I think I may not release these until next year, and I might do at least the first two, or maybe try and finish the third one, rapid releasing them relatively quick, like maybe every 3 months or something. I don't want to rapid release them and have like this huge uptick in sales. I'd rather release consistently, like every 3 to 6 months or 4 to 6 months maybe. And so my readers have an expectation of when they can see the next book. Because right now I have enough characters lined up that I could probably have like 7 books. So that's my plan, is to go ahead and do them, but I want to set it up so that I can be successful in releasing in a timely manner. Because as we all know, I'm sure a number of authors kind of quit writing during the great pause. And so I don't want some event to happen where I can't meet the demands that I've set for myself and the expectations for the reader. So I'll be putting out videos, like I said, about how I do this. They will probably be, I'm thinking they might be recorded. They may not be part of First Friday Lunch unless I haven't recorded anything for First Friday Lunch. But I think what I'll do is I will go ahead and I'll talk about, like, maybe one of the things that maybe the next First Friday Lunch that I do live, I will talk about self-publishing in general and why some authors come to that. So we'll see what happens there. But I'm going to go ahead and put out videos. At the very least, I'll put out a blog on where I'm at on this journey, because it is very different from traditional publishing. And while I'm not with like a New York house, I've always worked with small presses. The process is a little different, but probably more familiar to me, at least on the marketing side of things, than it would be with somebody who's always been with New York. So that's all I have. I will let you guys get back to it. Have a great holiday. And I will see you next First Friday Lunch, which is going to be, let me grab my August 5th at 11:30. So go ahead and pencil me in for lunch.